What's good, YouTube? Shout out everybody. Hope y'all having a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Stay uplifted. Always. Always. You know what I'm saying? Never negative. You know what I'm saying? That's what brings you down. When you get negative, just stay positive at all times. But this crazy story, number 9, I want to say 9. And I'm going to tell y'all about the time that I literally became homeless, yo. Like, legit became homeless. I was literally 17 years old when I first became homeless. I've been homeless more than once. As we currently speak, I'm kind of homeless. I'm sleeping at my sister's house, and she really doesn't even want me here. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. But how I became homeless the first time. Sorry about the rain. It's raining outside. That's probably that extra noise, you know what I'm saying? They probably got some extra noise from it. But first time I became homeless, right? Legit. So we ended up having this house that we rented. It was me and my mom, and then at the time, my oldest brother was out of the house. My oldest brother, he was in fucking jail. He's always in jail. He's in jail right now, and I'll tell y'all about that shit too. Legit. It's another story. But, so, it's me and my, literally, like, I got 3 sisters and another brother that's living with me at the time. Legit. So, my mom is literally like, and my other brothers and sisters, me and my twin, I got a twin sister. We're the youngest. We're literally the youngest. And we were 17 at the time. Legit. All the other ones are like 20 something. Like early 20s. You know what I'm saying? All early 20s. But legit, my mom took it upon herself, literally, to leave the house to us. Literally. You know what I'm saying? I was 16 when she first left. Legit. So she first left and moved in with her boyfriend, but they were literally around the corner. Mind you, they were not far. Like, they were like 5 miles away, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were close. Legit. So, and mind you, the boyfriend is well off. My mom was always broke. My family, we don't got money. You know what I'm saying? Legit. So my mom ended up leaving the house to us. At first, her and her boyfriend were still paying the bills and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until literally, like, it went like 6 months went by and they wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they just started to get tired of paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? So they started to talk to us about it and shit. Like, y'all gonna be able to pay the bills, keep it up with it? And we're like, nah, like, And then they're trying to tell us, like, man, we not gonna be able to keep up with the bills. Like, they're trying to tell us that they can't keep paying for it. And I'm like, well, shit, something's gotta go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom might as well move back, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, like, the real shit. And then, so, a couple more months go by, literally, and it's not a lot saying about it. But the last things that were said was, y'all are gonna have to start paying the bills. That time ends up coming that we have to pay the bills, and literally my sister, my older sister, but she's literally the 3rd youngest, she was the one literally putting up money towards the bills, and I'm pretty sure that, and nobody else was, like, literally, right? And then legit, she just stopped doing it after a while because literally it's a lot of stress, like, you know what I'm saying? And literally that's just fucked up how, like, my mom put all the shit on her because she's the one who would be the one to do it too. Because she's like, she's real, like, she's nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could convince her to do things, you know what I'm saying? To give you money and shit. Like, at least, not me, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you could tell that, like, people be walking over her sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But she don't let me do that shit. She rude to me. Damn it. All my siblings is fucking rude to me, damn it. But you ever heard of the black sheep of the family? That's me. You know what I'm saying? But legit, she stopped paying it. Literally, she stopped paying the bills, and literally, like, we get a notice in the mail, and it's saying that we're gonna be out in like 2 months. Like, literally, we're getting kicked out in 2 months. They're putting a new, like, family in there, like, because we were renting a house, so they're renting it out to somebody new, right? Around this time is when I was cutting grass and everything and working HVAC. So literally, I got my first car. Literally, and another reason, like, I was literally so keen on getting a car because I knew this situation was gonna happen. Like, literally, like, we was already talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, and like, I'm gonna live in my car. Like, literally, that's what I kept saying. And my mom, she kept asking me, like, what you gonna do and shit. I'm like, man, like, shit, I'm gonna have to sleep in my car if you're not gonna let me stay with you. You know what I'm saying? And then she told me, like, literally, that she was gonna let me stay, like, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple days with her and shit like that. Never let me. I'll get to it. So 2 months go by. They turn the electric off for those last 2 months too. So those last 2 months, it was literally like, it was summertime. You know what I'm saying? So it was hot as fuck, and we were taking cold ass, freezing ass showers because the water heater don't work. Literally sitting in that fucking dark ass house. You know what I'm saying? So niggas barely wanted to be in the house. All that shit. And then like a couple days, like literally before we moved, like it was like a week before we like had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Had to leave the house. My mom is talking to me. Like, me and my brother. My brother moves back. Like, he moves back from Indiana. Like, my big brother. That's when he moves back. And then literally, we just like, we close together. Like, we were close. Not now. I'll tell y'all about that too. But one day we'll get back and be close again. But right now, it's just, we going through it. You know what I'm saying? But I'ma tell y'all. This shit crazy. But legit, long story short, he comes back, and then we're literally, it was like the first day he was back. Like, we're just smoking weed, talking. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about shit. And then I'm like, yo, mom's acting weird. Like, why the fuck would she, like, let this happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would she literally let 17-year-old kids become homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, all this shit. And my sister, my twin sister, was pregnant. Literally was pregnant at the time. I'm not even joking. Legit was pregnant. And we're about to become homeless. So, literally, tell me why me and my brother are talking, and we're like, bro, something's up. And I always get these feelings like something is about to happen, like something good, like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, man, bad, like, good comes out of the bad, you know what I'm saying? Legit. So, I'm feeling like, yo, something's about to happen and shit. And then me and my brother talking, we're talking. And I'm like, yo, remember when I got hit by a car and shit? You know what I'm saying? Back when I was younger. And then he's like, yo. And we're like, yo, what if, nigga, like we saying like at the same time, like, yo, what if you're getting a check for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you're getting a check for that? Literally like a week before we had to move out. You know what I'm saying? And literally, lo and behold, a week later, we ended up, like, it was like 2 days before, literally, I'm over here like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, why are you letting this happen? Like, literally, right? Texting my mom, and she's just like, hold on. And I'm like, why are you saying that? Hold on. Like, what am I holding on to? I'm 17, and I'm about to become homeless. Like, literally. And she's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, you're going to get a check when you turn 18, and you about to have money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, holy shit. Like, literally. And I tell my brother and shit, and we over here jumping and shit, like, jumping in the air and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that was a good thing to know, but, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the best, because I still was homeless. Literally. And then, literally, the day comes, and then I move everything into my car. Legit, I bought that car. Remember that my first car, I bought that car, and my mom never really knew I had it, literally. And like, if she didn't really, like, she would have let me become homeless, really, like, you know what I'm saying? And my friends at the time, like, literally, and I still don't got friends like that, like, they wasn't about to let me stay at their houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay there, and live with them. Like, I don't got friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Legit. Like, and that's probably what she was thinking, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't like that. Not for me, at least. Legit. Like, for real. I had one friend that let me stay the night sometimes, you know what I'm saying? When it got too hard. And I'd be over here begging him. Legit. But I ended up being homeless for the first time. Like, that whole summer. Like, it was like the whole 2018 summer. 2018 summer. No, it was 2019 summer. 2019, like that summer, I was homeless the whole time. Legit. That whole summer and leading up to the winter too. It started to get cold outside and we were sleeping in the car still. Literally. That's when we finally got the check. You know what I'm saying? And then we literally was spending it on hotels and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ended up buying myself another car because I went through two cars. I went through two cars while I was homeless. Like, literally. I lost them both, basically. You know what I'm saying? Legit. That shit ass. But, yeah, I ended up becoming homeless. All of my brothers and sisters, like me and my older brother, we were homeless together. Like, literally. Like, I lost the key to my first car. Literally. And then I ended up buying another car. And then after like a couple weeks of being homeless, like I had a routine. I would wake up, go to McDonald's and shit. Like, I'd literally go to McDonald's. But one of these days it was telling me, like, don't go to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Do not go to McDonald's. And I literally went to McDonald's anyway. And I got pulled over coming from the McDonald's parking lot and shit. And then literally they took my car. They literally took the car that I was living in. And I had everything that I owned in there. And that was the first time a lot of my shit, a lot of my personal possessions, like, literally got taken from me. Like, literally. And I was riding around with a bong, like a big-ass glass bong, in my car, like, literally just sitting there in a book bag so I could literally have easy access to it. And I'd be smoking like a motherfucker. Literally. And shit. Legit. I got pulled over and literally they were like, what are you doing driving with all this shit in the car? And I'm like, literally, I'm homeless. I live in this car. And they're like, do you have a title? I'm like, nah, I'm waiting on the title situation right now. And then, literally, they're like, do you have a mom or something? Like, you have parents you can call? Literally. And I called my mom. And then she literally pulls up. Literally. She pulls up. And then she's like crying. She literally comes and starts yelling at me like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, bitch, I'm homeless. What the fuck are you doing? Why am I homeless? Like, literally, I'm sitting there yelling at her, and this really happened. Legit happened. And that's when she starts crying. Literally. And I'm like, why the fuck are you trying to yell at me? I'm not doing anything wrong but trying to survive. I don't got no type of money to be supporting myself like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. I'm literally snapping in front of all these cops. And then literally, the cops still make me take everything out of my car. They tow the car that they know I'm living in. And literally, they believe that my mom is going to take me with her. Literally. I don't really think they even believe that. Like, they're just like, man, your mom's here. You're good. Get this stepping. We're taking your car. Like, literally. And I literally kicked the shit out of my car. I'm trying to break the fucking glass. I'm trying to break the front, like, what are the lights, the headlights. I'm trying to break the headlights and shit. And I'm kicking the fuck out of the car. Literally. Because I know they just going to take it and shit. Like, literally. And trying to make money from it and shit off me, nigga. Like, what, nigga? Real shit. And then literally they take the car, tow guy gets there. Man, everybody's acting like a douchebag. Like, I'm talking about everybody's acting like a douchebag. All my belongings, like the shit that I could get out of the car, literally are lined up in a fucking, like, right in front of a daycare. Like, literally, it was right in front of a daycare in the middle of my town. Like, literally, like, down the street from the school. Like, everybody could see me. You know what I'm saying? Literally. All that shit. And then literally, my mom, legit. I'm yelling at her and shit like, what the fuck am I in this position for? Blah, 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 blah. And then she literally just leaves and take off on me. She literally just leaves. I'm dead ass serious. And I literally had to call my brother, who's literally at work right now. He's literally at work delivering pizzas. Literally, right? I have to call my brother to come get me and my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even to come get me, literally, because I couldn't go with him back to work. I had to tell him to come pick up my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because now I gotta sleep in the car with him, literally, and he has to hold my belongings while he's going to work, while he's delivering pizzas. Now I put all my shit in the back of his car. Now the car is literally completely. He has a little ass Honda, literally. Now the car is completely stuffed, jam packed, and I literally had to walk away from that situation. Like, I walked away. I walked off. Cops were watching me walk away. Literally, watched my mom dip off. Literally, and I walked and I knocked on my friend's window, and I'm over here like I'm tearing up, but I'm getting it back right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm going through it, bro. Can you just let me in? You know what I'm saying? And then we just chill and we smoke and shit. Legit. That's how I became homeless, and that's how I lost the car that I was sleeping in. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And I ended up having to sleep with my older brother in the car for another like 2-3 weeks until literally I finally fucking got the check. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I didn't even sleep. Yo, literally, I got tired of sleeping in the same car with my brother, right? So literally, I legit, for the last month that we were homeless, I'm dead serious, I got so tired of being around him because we were with each other every day, right? Literally, I got so tired of being around him that I literally suffered so much my damn self, for real, that I wouldn't go to sleep until midnight, and I would sneak back up to my other car, my first car that I ever bought. Literally, it had no keys, so I busted the window, and I taped it back up with some duct tape, and I just kept a flap open so I can reach in there and unlock the car. Literally, dead ass serious. And I had a lot of stuff, like my bed stuff, literally in there and stuff like that. All my stuff was in there. All my belongings was in there, like literally. And then I had it piled up so where nobody could kind of see me. And like I would just sit in the front seat and like I would block all the windows out. And literally I would sneak in there in the middle of the night, go to sleep, wake up as early as I could because somebody literally lives in the house that I used to own, that my car is literally abandoned at. You know what I'm saying? And I literally had to sneak in there every night. Literally for like a month. Dead ass serious. I'm not even joking. Literally hot as fuck. It's the summertime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waking up hot as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every night. Legit. Barely could sleep. Literally. And I'm up looking at the sky like, why me? You know what I'm saying? I'm always crying. I'm crying. Like, really? Am I going through this? Like, legit. Y'all bringing me back to these memories. Like, for real. I'm starting to tear up again. Like, oh, shit. Let me chill. Like, real. And that shit really happened, for real. Like, all that shit is factual, dog. It is worse than I can explain it. It's worse than I can explain it. Real shit. Imagine that at 17. You supposed to be at a warm, cozy house and shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I barely was able to eat and shit because I was always focused on other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I really started to get skinny and shit like that, too. Like, real shit. Like, I really got skinny. Yeah, because I used to be a real fat boy back in the day and shit like that. But that shit real happened. Real shit. But then I finally turned 18 and I got that check and everything. It still wasn't peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, it wasn't peaches and cream at all, nigga. I had to sleep in hotels and shit like that with my brother and shit. And literally watching like that check literally just fade away. Fade away was harder than literally being broke. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And that's what I learned. Like, money, fuck it, bro. Like, literally, this will ruin your life. Chasing it and then having it. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, bro. Like, it'll ruin your fucking life. Legit. You know what I mean? Legit. Because me having a lot of money, it took away my hustle. Literally. It took away my hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be a real hustling ass thing. I still am, but it just made me less motivated, like, motivation to get it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And y'all wouldn't even believe, like, literally, while I was still homeless, living in the fucking hotels and shit, literally, I'm on probation, literally, going to court every day, literally, and I was still, like, young, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was still fucking young as shit. It was literally right before I got the check. Like, literally, I was still going to the court. So my mom was still coming to court with me, right? After I turned 18, she stopped coming to court with me because I was still going to court after that. And he was still, like, my probation officer was still picking me up from the damn hotel. And I would literally have to lie to him and shit like that. And I would just be like, man, I'm here, I'm partying and shit like that. You know what I mean? Real shit. And literally, he just believed that shit. And my mom would be in the court with me, right? Literally, while I'm 17, and literally, I'm homeless. She would literally come to court. Like, I would drive there my goddamn self, or I would get picked up after I bought my car. I literally pulled up to court with no license, and I'm going to court for speeding and, like, traffic tickets and all that, and they took away my license, and I'm pulling up to court. Literally, you know what I'm saying? But at first, I had to get my probation officer to take me, and he would literally pick me up from the hotel and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that I don't live with my mom and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Because my mom would literally cry to me all the time. It's like, please, you can't tell the courts. Like, literally, we're sitting in court right before we go in to see the judge. She's like, please, you can't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying? About me, you not living with me and shit like that. And literally, at the time, I'm just like, man, just fuck it, bro. I don't even care anymore because, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, all I probably had to do was tell them, you know what I'm saying? They probably would have put me in a foster home or something, but I literally was just like, fuck it, because I was doing my own thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Literally. Legit. So, yeah, that's how that went. Real shit, me being homeless. In a nutshell. I'll tell y'all more about it and more stories in between. That's crazy story fucking 9. I hope y'all got something out of it for real. Shit. Even when you believe, like, literally, you literally have yourself. You know what I'm saying? You are the person that you can depend on. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be there for you. Literally. Because where's my parents at? You know what I'm saying? Where were they at? Like, legit. You know what I'm saying? When I needed them the most, I didn't even have my fucking parents. Do you hear me? Legit. And I still don't got nobody, cuz. I had my brother. You know what I'm saying? But if I tell you that damn story. Oh, shit. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can depend on yourself and don't ever let your circumstances make you succumb, you know what I'm saying, and make you suffer, you know what I mean? Oh, you got the power to push through, so push through, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm telling you, there was multiple times that I wish I wasn't on this planet, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying? I still do that shit, but guess what? I'm here. And I'm still fighting, you know what I mean? Real shit. Take what you will out the story, man. I fuck with y'all. I'm telling you, I fuck with y'all. Real shit. I'm telling you. I wouldn't even be here without y'all niggas. Real shit. Because y'all be telling me shit that I need to hear. Yo, bless up. Have a good day. I fuck with y'all.